podcast. I'm Mark Graven. Today we're doing a quick preview of a webinar titled How to Avoid Common Pitfalls in the DMAIC Methodology. And that's going to be presented August 11th at 1 o'clock Eastern. To register for that or to view the recording, if you happen to be listening to this after August 11th, you can go to KaiNexus.com/webinars. And we're joined today for a quick preview of the webinar by Simon De Castro. Simon, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm excited about your webinar. I know it's going to be a lot of really helpful thoughts for people, and you're framing it around DMAIC, and I think whether people are using Lean or Six Sigma or different approaches, you're going to have something for all of those folks. And so, before we talk a little bit about the webinar, can you first off, introduce yourself for the listeners, tell them a little bit about you and the type of work that you do.
Sure. I'm an industrial engineer by career and my master's too. And I've been a Lean Six Sigma practitioner for the past 17 years or so. I started in Sara Lee, and then I moved to Johnson & Johnson for 11 years. For the past 3 years, I've been working in healthcare. So I've been applying Lean both in consumer goods, medical devices, and now healthcare, applying the same principles. And it's something I started just for fun, and now it's part of my core values and principles. My job is training and coaching people to completing projects related to Lean Six Sigma and completing projects myself. So this is part of what I do and part of what I believe in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm excited that you're going to be sharing some of your lessons learned along the way. So when we talk about pitfalls, and you're going to be talking about what we can do about those pitfalls, why is that an important topic for you? You've presented about this before. Why should people tune in? Why is this an important subject?
Many instances in which people are engaged in projects, we have seen that those projects can be done in a faster way or with less mistakes. Many companies are going through the same errors, and you start seeing a pattern, and you start seeing trends in the way people approach things, the way the organizations approach these projects. And at some point, it's almost an obligation for us to stop and ask ourselves, how can we do this better? The way we're training people, the way we're coaching people, the way that they're doing their projects. So ultimately, this is all about being more efficient and in the way we complete process improvement projects and providing a better service and better quality and avoiding frustration for the project leader as well. So that's, I think, something that everybody can relate to.
Yeah, so we can continuously improve the way we continuously improve.
Yes.
Continuously improve our continuous improvement.
That's a good way to put it, yes. And also, as a coach and as a trainer, we can create a better learning experience for people and understand beforehand, like the failure modes of our training and of our learning as a company, and attack those beforehand.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, whether we're training or learning or doing, it seems like better teaching leads to better learning, which leads to better improvement within organizations, and hopefully tees people up to, again, continuously improve their own approach to improvement.
Sure. And you mentioned before, DMAIC, this doesn't necessarily apply. Well, in this case, we framed it around DMAIC, but mm-hmm. any process improvement project, PDSA, even a Just Do It, can be benefited from seeing what are the trends, what are the common pitfalls and mishaps and mistakes that we do. We all do them, and we can be ready.
Yeah, and just give a little bit more of a preview. From what I've seen of the material you're going to present, pitfalls around 5 whys, problem solving, or pitfalls around scoping a project. Just using those 2 examples, those are things that are very broad and applicable, I think, for the people who are in our audience.
Yes, we are basically, we're not covering anything related to statistics or analysis or numbers, but we're going to be talking about organizational aspects of these pitfalls related to probably teamwork, communication, scope, like you said, and also about specific tools like Fishbone or 5Y. Also, team dynamics that affect the project, and data acquisition, and how do we monitor, how do we measure things, a little bit of everything. So hopefully people will find it like a great blueprint to measure themselves against.
Well, I'm sure it'll be really helpful in a lot of ways. So I would definitely encourage the listeners to go and register, or again, if you're hearing this after the fact, go check out the recording. But again, Simon's going to be presenting on how to avoid common pitfalls in the DMAIC methodology on August 11th at 1:00 Eastern. You can register by going to KaiNexus.com/webinars. And if you are catching this after the fact, on the right-hand side, click on the icon that says Webinars on Demand, and that'll take you to Simon's recording and all of the past. I've lost count of how many webinars they've been. They're all on our YouTube channel, and of course, you can hear the audio here on the podcast. So again, we've been joined today by Simon De Castro. Thank you, Simon, for giving us a preview, and thanks in advance for doing the webinar.
Thank you for the opportunity. Looking forward to it.